my friends, with you it's Andrea Porvu, and today I welcome you guys back to a new episode of the Prima podcast. For today's episode we have so many things to talk about, so without any further ado, let's get started. The first thing that I wanted to address, the first situation for today, is the fact that Jude Bellingham got injured. Basically, Jude Bellingham, after a medical test on Friday, he was diagnosed with an injury at the plantaris muscle in his right foot. Basically, I don't think that we have to worry about that because it's not that major injury. These kind of injuries generally happen because of overstretching or sudden forceful movements, so it's not something that deep. He needs rest and as well like a few special procedures, but nothing too serious. And basically it's expected for him to be off for like a month, so he is first of all missing the game on the first game on Santiago Bernabeu for the season on Sunday, and as well he is missing the first match of the Champions League, which is so sad. And it's just so weird how, I mean, Real Madrid is facing so many injuries, and it's just the beginning of the season. I mean, Camavinga, who is going to be out for like 2 months now, Bellingham, who is going to be out for 1 month. I mean, key members of the squad are missing, and yeah, it's kind of a weird beginning for Real Madrid, especially because they were as well like facing the problems with Mbappe and Vinicius and Bellingham, like all three coordinating together and playing together, and now as well like the injuries. It's like a crazy start for them, but we'll see. I mean, definitely Real Madrid, I don't think that's going to be stopped by these few issues. Definitely they're going to be solved real quick. And yeah, next we have Gündoğan's new transfer. He's back at Man City. He did this on free transfer, and honestly I think that this was such a great decision because such a great player should not play at clubs like Barcelona. I think that he definitely deserved something more, to just something more, and choosing Man City, I think that is the best. It was the best decision for him, for the state of his career right now, and simply for his, I mean, in the form that he is right now, I see him playing at Man City, and yeah, I think that's definitely like is going to be a hit. And yeah, next I have to talk about the match that took place in the Premier League between Brighton and Man United. Honestly, we have a lot to talk about that match. And first I will talk about the lineup. I really liked it. It was almost the same as the one that they used last time. The only difference was in the attacking field. Basically, today they had Ahmad, Mount and Rashford, and in front of them as a 9, they had Bruno Fernandes, who, as I said, he played as a 9. And honestly, I really liked seeing him playing this position because, I mean, it's not his regular position, but he's really good as a 9, he's really good as a striker, and yeah, I think that it was a great and smart decision. Though it's just so weird to not see Garnacho in the lineup. I mean, I think that he should be there instead of Ahmad, but I don't know, I mean, it's really weird. And as well, it's so weird to not see Højlund, but I know that he's injured and he cannot play, but it's just such a weird feeling to simply see a lineup for Man United without these two. And thinking about Brighton, honestly, I'm really looking forward to see what they're going to do in this season in the Premier League, because I really like their coach. I mean, he's a really young one, but what he did in the last season was pretty impressive. I mean, he managed to bring St. Pauli back in Bundesliga after, I think, 13 years. So yeah, I mean, that's really impressive. And as well, like, that club is not a club that has a really big budget and all that stuff, and not amazing players and stuff like that. So the fact that he managed to do that, and I mean, he did it really straightforward, it's really, really impressive. And yeah, I really am curious of what Brighton has in store for this season in the Premier League. In minute 14, I've seen the first more interesting action from this match, and that was basically United's simply way of playing. I really liked in that moment the fact that they were like blocking all the spots and they were filling in all the gaps, and then they gained back possession, and the exchange of passes was really, really satisfying. Then in minute 21, Menu slide tackle against João Pedro. that was crazy and mind-blowing. I really like that, and I simply really like Menu. I really appreciate how mature he is in his way of playing, even though he's so young, and I love how implicated and how present he is. And Welbeck, the boy raised by United's academy, scored against Man United, and honestly it was a really easy goal. I'm sorry to say, but it was a really easily scored goal. Basically, the reason why this goal was scored was because Maguire and Mazraoui were sleeping in front of the goal, and they were simply not present. They were sleeping right there in front of the goal, and that was basically the major error in the defense that create that this opportunity that created that goal. And yes, I mean, for me, that moment, it was really heartbreaking because, like, those people were literally just sleeping. They were sleeping, and yeah, it was sad. But anyways, 1 minute away from this, Rashford scores, and he scores a gorgeous goal. So let me tell you, basically, he first of all did a headshot, and when he did that headshot, he fell onto his stomach, and then the goalkeeper managed to block the ball, and the ball ricocheted to Rashford's ankle, to the back of his ankle, while he was laying on his stomach on the pitch, and he scored that way. But there was an offside before, and yeah, that goal was disallowed, and it was so sad because it was gorgeous. Imagine if that went in. I mean, it went in, but if that was not disallowed, like, yeah, it was heartbreaking. And now looking at the first half overall, I was really surprised by Mason Mount's performance. I mean, I've seen him trying to create more actions, and I've seen him even succeeding in this, though nothing major. I mean, I was seeing that he's trying to assert himself, but as I said, nothing major, and because of that, he was changed from the first minute of the second half with Zirkzee. And as well, I wanted to mention that in the first half, I really liked our defense, even though, I mean, yes, I commented on the fact that Maguire and Mazraoui in that moment, they were sleeping, but besides that error, the defense was really good. I mean, they were all the time blocking all the free spots. They were filling in the gaps. When they needed, they were tackling, and they were doing really good tackles, and they were gaining back the possession. I mean, yeah, the defense was quite impressive. Minute 52, I just had to mention Diogo Dalot's save. It was amazing. I loved it. In minute 60, Amad Diallo manages to score a goal, and y'all can say whatever you want, that was an own goal. No, it wasn't. The Premier League said that it was Amad Diallo's goal, and I don't care. I mean, it was, even if the opponent wouldn't have touched the ball would have still went in. So yeah, it was his goal. It was gorgeous. I really liked the dribble before it. I liked the shot. I liked the fact that the way that shot passed both of the defenders. I mean, it was simply beautiful and gorgeous. Then 11 minutes away from this, honestly, I really don't want to talk about this moment. Basically, Garnacho scored, but Zirkzee was in the offside position. I won't say anything more than that because, yeah, I don't want to talk about it. And in minute 78, the captains of Man United are leaving the field. Basically, Bruno Fernandes and Maguire are substituted by McTominay and De Ligt. And honestly, I really agree with the decision. I think it was fair. I do not have any remarks on that. And in minute 90 plus 5, Pedro scored the winner. And I'm not going to talk about that. And overall, I wanted to mention Onana's performance. Honestly, I really liked it. The whole match was very risky, but at the same time, really smart. He had done really risky actions, but at the same time, really smart ones. Now I'm going to talk about the match between Man City and Ipswich, which actually Ed Sheeran missed after almost 1.5 years of being on the stadium every single time when Ipswich was playing. This time he missed this game because he was playing tonight a concert in my hometown in Bucharest. And yeah, I don't know why, but I felt like I needed to mention that. Anyways, and the match already starts with a really unexpected moment. Basically, from the 6th minute, Modric manages to score, and honestly, he scores a really ridiculous goal, though the race before that goal, that was world class. So I have to give credit to Modric for that, because that was world class. But the goal, like, taking just the goal, it was pretty ridiculous, though. I mean, they created a really surprising moment for everyone. I mean, nobody expected Ipswich to manage to score and to open the game from like the 6th minute. So yeah, it was pretty impressive. But anyways, they couldn't celebrate for too long because already in the 12th minute, there was a penalty awarded. If you ask me, I think that the contact was minimal, and I think that was too soft for a penalty to be awarded, though I understand why the referee awarded it. I mean, it was not an phase where I would be like actually go crazy about the fact that no, I mean, that was not a penalty. I mean, I understand why it was awarded, though I think it was a bit too soft. But yeah, and it was awarded, and of course the person who shot the free kick was Haaland, and of course Haaland scored. Honestly, the goalkeeper did not even stand a chance. I mean, you could have seen it on his face. I mean, he was super scared, he was shaking, and yeah, he did not stand a chance. And that was the moment when Man City started the siege against Ipswich, because anyways, 2 minutes away from this, Kevin De Bruyne scores, and then Haaland scores again 2 minutes away from this. And then in the second half, Haaland scores the 3rd goal, and yeah, he manages to make a hat-trick from the second match in the Premier League this season. Yeah, quite impressive. And honestly, I mean, the whole game, they were constantly pressing Ipswich, and they were not allowing them to breathe. So yeah, literally from the 12th minute, there was a siege. Next, we have to talk about the match between Parma and AC Milan. Honestly, you guys, I was with AC Milan in this match. But in the 2nd minute, Parma opened up the score. And guess who was the person who opened up the score? My Romanian guy, Denis Man. And honestly, let me tell you something. So even though I'm Romanian, I do not really watch Romanian football because it's not it, okay? It's simply not it. And I do not watch our league, I do not watch our cup, I do not watch the stuff. And honestly, I as well do not really know what our like Romanian players that are playing in other countries are doing, because most of them are playing like in the 2nd league or 3rd league, and if they're playing in the 1st league, they're generally like all the time benched and they never start. So yeah, and yeah, I honestly do not have any idea of what these guys are doing. I mean, I know just a few of them, which teams they're playing, but not too much. And honestly, I did not know that Denis Man is playing at Parma, and as well, my other Romanian guy, Mihailo, is playing as well at Parma. And I did not know that, you know, and I was like watching the game, and then I was seeing this guy getting the ball, and I was like, this guy looks like Denis Man, and then I was hearing the commentary saying that Denis Man scored, and I was like, what? Like, it was such an amazing moment. And honestly, in that moment, I was not sad because AC Milan yeah, in that moment was kind of losing, because I mean, my Romanian guy did that, so yeah. Then in minute 65, Rafa Leao does a really amazing dribble. That was world class. I liked it a lot. He manages to pass to Pulisic, and Pulisic manages to score the equalizer. But don't worry, because just a few minutes later, in the 77th minute, Cancellieri manages to score the equalizer. And honestly, it came in such an unexpected moment. In that one, I was like, no way. But yeah, I mean, they somehow managed to win. Honestly, I did not expect that. I was thinking that AC Milan is going to beat the shit out of Parma, but somehow they managed to win. And yeah, I think it's a really great beginning of the season for them. Honestly, I was really happy to see, as I said, Denis Man and Mihailo, my Romanians. And if you're asking me, I mean, the MVP for this match should definitely go to Man. Because honestly, he had so many great occasions. He created so many actions, really good actions. And as well, Mihailo did that, though Mihailo, he had a few flaws in this match. But yeah, I mean, these two guys really stand it out, though I think that Denis Man is the one who really deserves that MVP award. As I said, he created many occasions. Sadly, he sometimes wasted a few occasions. That was a bit sad. But yes, I mean, overall, I really liked his game. I really liked the way he played, and yeah. If you're asking me, the MVP award should go to him. And yeah, you guys, this was it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Share it to your friends if you think that any of this information might be useful to them. Comment down below any suggestion for me to improve and stuff like that. And subscribe to keep in tune with all of my uploads. Okay, you guys, bye!